Hello and welcome to another episode of the Construction Corner podcast. I'm Dylan, I'm your host. And on today's episode, we are going to cover construction services, customer service in the construction industry, and why we serve the 1%. Now, I'm sorry if right off the bat, serving the 1% is something that doesn't sit well with you, but our industry ultimately serves people and companies who have money, right? You can't build a multi-million-dollar building if you're dead broke. And here's some stats for you. So only 0.4% of companies ever pass the $10 million mark in annual revenue. And only 10% of companies ever pass $1 million in annual revenue. So if you're going to build a $10 million building, you need to be doing substantially more than that in annual revenue. So we only do projects for those companies and individuals who are wealthy enough to build something, be it, again, an institution or an individual. So when we keep in mind that our clients have deep pockets, we also start to understand that they expect some high levels of service. When we are dealing with a company that's spending millions of dollars every year in construction, they really should demand a high level of customer service from their vendors, right? From their partners, whether it be the contractor, the architect, or the engineer. Somebody better be picking up the phone if they're stroking as big a checks as they are. So ultimately, we are professionals providing a service. Again, if you're a general contractor, especially like a paper GC, it is all service, right? You're not self-performing work. You don't own any equipment, nothing like that. You're providing a service in project management, contract management, process management, and putting that building together. And on the architecture and engineering side, we're providing, drawings, reports, expertise, our licensure to make sure that that building is built to code and standard and will stand the test of time. And because our deliverable for architects and engineers is a set of drawings or a report, that report or set of drawings should look good, right? It does need to have a great aesthetic and appeal. Some firms are much better at this than others. And will that aesthetic or appeal of those drawings sell more projects? No, but it does speak volumes to who you are as a company and the service that you provide. If your drawings look pretty, ultimately reviewers are probably going to ask fewer questions, which is good for everybody through the process. If they look good, things kind of move smoother. If they look bad, um, it's just going to be a rougher time. And let's take that for what it is. The cleaner things are, it's showing you to be a more professional organization, doing things in a professional manner. And that really does go a long way. So while we can debate whether pretty drawings or reports are going to sell more projects, it does present a depth of pride in what you do. And ultimately, it increases your reputation in the market, right? That you produce a great set of drawings. Because no matter how well you talk, no matter the content that you put out or the things that you might say on the internet or even to clients, it comes down to the drawings that you provided, especially as architects and engineers. If your advice and your drawings are just plain wrong, you're not going to have clients for long. So, first and foremost, provide excellent drawings and a great set of work. That cannot be emphasized enough. Be great at your craft, be a great engineer, be a great architect, be a great contractor. Have the processes in place, understand how projects flow. And you can only get this through reps, through a lot and lot of hard work. So the next thing after we talk about the quality and care that we put into our work is that we need to be quick to respond. Timeliness is next to godliness, as the saying goes. Even in a high stakes conversation where you need to compile an answer, something that you should not be short to respond to or highly emotional to respond to, that you need to at least acknowledge that you received it and that you will provide an answer in a reasonable amount of time. usually less than a day. For some bigger things, it might take you something to get together, maybe a week to compile an answer for their specific scenario. So that is just super important. But other ways that you can provide great experiences to go above and beyond that exceptional work, that quick responsiveness, and paying attention to the details through a project is paying attention to the details and what your clients say. Do they mention a specific drink that they like, a vacation that they want to go on, activity that they're into? Taking notes of these types of things and providing something memorable and personal that they won't forget is crucial to the experience in working with you. These types of little things really show folks that you care and are paying attention to them. Types of things that can keep you a client forever. Don't underestimate the power in a handwritten thank you card, especially for if you have government employees or clients as uh, government employees as clients where they can't accept anything more than like 25 bucks. Um, thank you cards, little things like that do go a long way that don't have any real tangible value, but have a lot of sentimental and emotional value to them. That is hugely important. So don't overlook it. In professional services, we spend an incredible amount of time with our clients, especially when we're hot and heavy through projects. So we're working closely on all of those projects, meaning that the time that we spend with them, they need to like us. And we should like them too, right? If we don't like each other, it's not conducive for a good working relationship. And that presents a lot of problems. We need to be fun, and people need to enjoy spending time with us. But again, we cannot compromise the quality in our work, the hours that need to go into it, and just the results will speak for themselves. So, if you can combine being exceptional at your craft, being prepared, right, long hours in preparation, and be fun to be around so that their clients are looking forward to those meetings, they don't dread getting on the phone with you, that is a deadly combination. In our line of work, it is IQ and EQ. You have to be smart and personable. Clients will want to work with you at that point, to be around you, and to refer their friends to work with you. So be great at your craft. There's only one way to get there. That's long hours, years of dedicated work, pouring through the code book, making and having tables at the ready so that you can provide answers. It's knowing interpretations of the code. It's knowing products and solutions to recommend, all crucial to your success and the success of the project. This also means answering the phone, and you're going to have to be interrupted throughout your day to be on top of your clients' problems and helping them to solve them quickly. Now, as you move up and you hire more people and you train them up around you to do the work and putting drawings together and preparing all of that work, right? You move up, means that you just spend more time with clients. You provide more upfront solutions. You're still a problem solver. You're just doing it at the kind of higher level, the initial preparatory stages, and then letting all of the details get executed by your team. So never outsource client communication. You should always be on top of that. And as you move up in the company, and really in your role is to be closer to your clients. It's really the most important work that you can do. And the only way that you can become the knowledge partner of choice, right? The engineer of choice, architect of choice, the contractor of choice is to show them that you know your stuff, you know your craft, and to provide them solutions that your team is executing and delivering those drawings, those reports, that project management, those daily set reports, whatever that client needs, that it's getting provided to them and by your team. So being closer to the money gets you closer to more money. It's really that simple. So stay close to clients and keep learning, keep growing so that you can provide more and better solutions. The bottom line here is that you need to like your clients. You really need to enjoy being around them, enjoy helping them and finding solutions to them and their problems. The more that you can do that, the more money you can make, the more you can help them, and ultimately, the more everybody wins. We want to have win-win scenarios in everything that we do. I personally love my clients, and I hope that you love yours too. All right, guys, that's this episode of the Construction Corner podcast. Until next time.